Over the past years, I bought a whole bunch of pets that no sane person would ever get. I turned all those videos into a big movie compilation for you to enjoy. Giant beetles, caterpillars that turn into butterflies, and babies from the rarest bugs. It's all in this video, but let's start with shiny roaches. Yes, I really bought pet roaches online. No, not these, these. And they're pretty, I promise. And I know you're thinking, how do you buy roaches online? Yeah, you're probably thinking why, but I'm just gonna answer the how. Step 1, go to the dark web, and next, yeah, just kidding, go to this website here and, ooh, pretty. I think I better start with 1. Okay, let's go. I had to wait 3 days for them to arrive, so in the meanwhile, I set myself a challenge. Before the end of this video, I need to get you, yeah, you who's watching, to like cockroaches. So comment your like score now, and do the same in the end of the video. If Bob here doesn't at least get a 6.9 out of 10, I will hate myself forever. How will I get you to like them? Magic. And some crappy editing. Before they arrive, let's build Bob and the rest a super awesome home in this terrarium. Okay, this is just a nasty old terrarium. However, this was proof you can make anything look good with some editing. Maybe not anything. Cleaning out the dirt so the terrarium is clean, put in dirt. Beautiful. I'm pre-testing the dirt with some isopods that come from another enclosure. They like it. Releasing these isopods before I continue. This one doesn't really seem to care, he's back in the wild. I don't know why, but I feel a very strong connection with this one. Anyone else have the same feeling? There are only 2 days left before the roaches arrive, so we better continue the build. Of course, this dirt needed water to work. In the meanwhile, I'm cleaning the terrarium. And just like that, my dirt is clean and my hands are dirty. That's how it's supposed to be. Adding some extra stuff. Wait a minute. Why does my hand look like a chicken leg? Like if you agree. Yeah, this is going to be the most liked video on the internet. I'm adding another secret ingredient. Okay, I'll tell you. This is more dirt. But this is dirty dirt compared to the clean dirt we already had. And that was the last time I said dirt. Let's add the dirt. I had the genius idea of using the side as the front. That way, the door doesn't block the view. This piece of wood will be the centerpiece. So of course it goes in the back. Adding the dirt. For those who don't know, this can be done by using a shovel. Yeah, you get the concept of adding dirt. I'll speed things up. Luckily most of the dirt was clean. Keep watching, because by the end of the video, you'll give Bob here a score of at least 6.9 out of 10. Sloping towards the back. This is one of the most important steps, because I like slopes. And here are the plants. I thought this was going to be a cool edit. Yeah, I'll just do this instead. Wow, such plants. Amazing. I found the moss right here. And the rest of the plants I took out of another terrarium of mine. Anyway, I need to continue because there's only 1 day left. First, I put in this tiny tree. That's what she said. Wait, what? Next is this fern. These animals live in a forest, so I'm mimicking that. Of course, as a biologist, I can tell you what this is. This is my hand. Now put on your shoes, because what comes next will knock your socks off. It is a moss adding montage. Yeah, that sounded more exciting in my head. And yes, the moss just keeps coming. That is because moss is love. Moss is life. The terrarium is almost finished, so we can already add some roommates for the cockroaches. Oh, what could it be? That suspense. I can already tell you, it are not bears. It are isopods. And I know it looks like there are a lot of them, but that is because there are a shitload of them. They don't get any bigger than this, and they will help take care of the waste of the cockroaches and the dead plants. And just like that, the terrarium is finished. Just adding some water, and then the cockroaches should be arriving soon. still got a lot left to do. We need to unbox them, add them into the terrarium, feed them, and most importantly, make you love them. Those are supposed to be hearts. In the end of the video, you decide if I succeeded. Behind this door you will see nothing. Okay, there they are. And this is what most people would do if they receive a box full of cockroaches. But not me, of course. I would never do this. I have to be very careful with this box. Damn, that sucked. I ordered 6, but I think there are 7 in there. And I might be dumb, but I think I'm still smart enough to count to 7. Score, free cockroach. And you know what's better than a free cockroach? 2 free cockroaches. Because it turns out I'm not smart enough after all. There are 8. Step 1, done. Time to add them. These are emerald cockroaches, by the way. For the non-biologists, they are called that way because they are emerald and they are cockroaches. Yeah, I know, biology can be hard sometimes. I'm sure your score has gone up to at least 5 by now, but keep watching, because Bob here is going to get that number up. Oh look, he's giving me a little love bite. Cute. If they didn't get motion sickness from that, I'm the Pope. I put so much work in this terrarium, so I'm excited to see what they will explore first. Let's follow Bob. I'm sure he loves the new terrarium I built him. He is going back into that crappy cup. Not going to lie, that gave my confidence as a terrarium builder a blow. Time to feed them. Since they refused to come out of the cup, I gave them a piece of apple in there. And then, after a long wait, finally one got out. I'm so happy my hard work is finally appreciated. Never mind. Maybe this helps. Yes, it's happening. Great success. Here we go. This one is really exploring the terrarium. He is nowhere near that cup. He got out. In the meanwhile, the others are still in the cup and are getting hungry. Like most cockroaches, they are not picky for food, but they do prefer fruits. Since they come from Vietnam, they mostly eat... yeah, I don't know what fruits grow in Vietnam. Yeah, you're waiting for it. Now I forgot to give you an important piece of information. And this is also the reason why I added this piece of wood to mimic a tree. These cockroaches are arboreal. For the non-biologist, that means they live in trees. Yeah, you get the point. The fun part of them living in trees is that they can drop on your head when you're walking underneath them. It is almost time to give me your final score. Now let me give you some closing arguments to give Bob at least a score of 6.9. They are pretty, they don't carry diseases, I think, and they always give you tiny love bites when you let them walk on your hand. Give your final score below. Now I don't want tiny love bites from the next animal. These are giant flesh-eating beetles, and I'm going to hand feed them. These beetles are ferocious. They hunt. They chew. They... moving on. In this video, I'm attempting to hand feed them, and hopefully not feed them my hands. To hand feed beetles you need beetles, so I bought some. These are Egyptian predatory beetles, and it might come as a surprise, but they come from Egypt, and they are predatory. To gain their trust, I'm building them a home first, and for that I need to look up what their needs are, because I'm pretty sure their needs are not a tiny plastic box. We're going to ignore that Latin name for now. Squirt defensive secretions. Not for handling. Oops. I still don't know what their needs are. Wait, how did I get here? Never mind, I'll just wing it and start the build of the home. Damn, That is the worst camera angle in the history of camera angles. So I'm moving my studio to get a better shot. That's a little better, I guess. Wait, I'll put my hand in for scale. You thought I was gonna flip you off, didn't you? Not this time. These beetles live in the Egyptian desert, so we probably have to add some camels. Unfortunately, my camel guy is sick, so the next thing when you think about deserts is cactuses, cacti, more than one cactus. Apparently, Egypt doesn't have cactuses, cacti, more than one cactus. Bob here is getting annoyed, so I should stop being an idiot. I know we need sand, okay? Now hold on to your seats. Epic sand adding montage incoming. Give it a score from 1 to it sucks in the comments. I think I covered all angles here. No wait, one more. After all of that, this terrain must look awesome already. Beautiful. Remember when I said I was gonna stop being an idiot? Yeah, I kinda lied. But I will speed things up now. You probably won't believe it, but one of these two is not a real desert. I'm adding one of those fake rock hideouts. And damn, this thing looks realistic. Oh wait, I'm sorry, this is the fake rock. You can tell it's fake because it pops open. And it has a made in China sticker. We need to fix this hole in a way that this rock still looks natural. Ah yes, nature. And I know you're probably thinking the same thing as Bob here. Don't worry Bob, soon this will be you. This fake rock is pretty cool. It is an ideal hiding space for the animals, and you can still observe them when you want. The only thing left to do is make this duct tape look natural, and that won't be easy. Okay, done. Now even I am getting bored of this terrarium build, so I'm speeding things up and I'm shutting up for a moment. So what did you have for dinner last night? Yeah, awkward silences aren't my thing. And just like that, this terrarium is finished. And this is only a temporary terrarium until I get supplies to build this one. This one is about 4 times bigger, but that is for another video. As you can see, the beetles are very active and excited to get in the terrarium. I will have to keep an eye on them, that they don't get aggressive toward each other, because as you will see later, they can get very defensive over food. I'm going to let them settle in, then I'm gonna start feeding them and slowly shift to hand feeding. And hopefully they will take food right out of my hand. They're just exploring their new temporary home. And Bob here has one very important thing to say to you. When should they do it? This is their food. These are mealworms. And first I'm feeding them, so they have some moisture in them. Let's see if they accept food already. He saw it. There we go. However, there is another one that is interested. He's chasing him inside of the cave. And a warning, there is an extreme close-up incoming of this beetle eating. Yummy. These beetles have very strong and powerful jaws. They can chew up basically anything. And I have to let this get close to my finger. Although I don't know if I should be more afraid of Bob biting my finger or Bob humping my finger. They said to watch out for acid squirting, but I don't know if that's the squirting I'm worried about. Now first, I'm feeding the other 3 beetles, so they can stop fighting over the food. And I have to warn you again, there is another extreme close-up incoming of this beetle eating a mealworm. No, this is not it. Oh, you guys can hear that. I'm sorry. They all have a mealworm now. Here are 3. And the one in the cave is almost done. Not a piece will be wasted. 2 days later, I wanted to start hand feeding them, But then I saw something crazy. Yeah, they are humping. I guess we better give them some privacy now. Unfortunately, I won't be able to breed them. They lay their eggs in ant nests where they eat the larvae, so that won't be possible. Unless... I'm sorry, Bob. It's a no-go from the ants. You can stop humping. When I finally found 1 second they weren't plowing each other, I started hand-feeding them. And first, I tried with a frozen cricket. If I can avoid live feeding, I will do it as much as possible. And yes, I'm going to let them feed out of my hand after this. They accepted the frozen cricket after a while, but it's clear they like the live food more. Also, these are very active predators, so I don't want to take that hunt away from them. I'm probably going to switch between crickets and mealworms to feed them. Speaking of crickets, this one got his stolen and he's not ready to let it slide. These crickets are like Joey from Friends. They don't share food. And they can get really aggressive over it too. He chased one away, but that is not enough. The other one has got to go too. He's got his cricket back, and now the other two are fighting for that worm. It seems like it's hard to get them to accept these crickets, but once they do, it seems they really enjoy them. See, when they all got food, they're all happy. No fighting. And now I hope they don't fight over my hand. He's giving me little bites, but it doesn't hurt. Wait, where is he going? And they started humping. Man, these beetles are dumb. They fell off, with their face in the sand. In the meanwhile, I heard some commotion coming from the cave. Yeah, they're humping too. Confirmed. We've got 2 males and 2 females. And one of them ran over my hand here. That's progress, I guess. Maybe they accept mealworms better. Almost. I really feel they're getting less scared of me. Me, however, I'm still terrified of them. And then finally, after a lot of trial and error, he got some food out of my hand. Great success. But I still want to try with a cricket too. He's trying to dig underneath my hand. And finally this worked too. I guess we can say I'm friends with Bob now. Lastly, I quickly made them a watering hole. These beetles rarely drink and get most of their moisture from their food, but I still wanted them to have the option to drink. If you thought these beetles were brutal, you have seen nothing yet, because the next animal is the devil. In this exotic pet store, I bought the actual devil. First, I'm gonna quickly show you what I could have gotten, because they got really cool animals here. Look at this one chilling. This is also pretty cool. Oh dude, they got a snake with a nose. No, I mean, an actual nose. What is this? Anyway, I looked around for a bit longer, and then I saw it. The devil. No, not this one. Of course, I had to take it home. Let's take a look what is in here. You're curious now, aren't you? I have to be careful opening this. Don't want it to escape. Wait, I think I got scammed. Oh, this is just the skin. Here he is. This is a devil scorpion, and later in this video we're going to play a game I like to call Will It Sting? So yeah, we'll be putting it on my hand and see if it will sting me. But first, I'm gonna feed it and build it a home. Yeah, better not feed it my finger. I'm just giving it a cricket. And this is either the bravest or the dumbest cricket ever. Yeah, let's go with the dumbest. Lucky for him, Bob is only interested in the water gel. And I hear you thinking, who the hell is Bob and what is water gel? Well, Bob is the scorpion and this is wassergel voor weerloze dieren. Translation, water gel. That probably needs more explanation. This is gel made of water. There, now you know. I know it's dumb because I'm the one who gave it to him, but I really feel bad for the cricket. And I also feel bad I will be putting that on my hand. That looks painful. But at least Bob has got a heart. He waits for the cricket to be fully unalived before he starts eating it. I hope he gives my hand that courtesy too. Now fair warning, extreme close-up incoming of Bob eating. This is not going to be pretty. Don't tell me I didn't warn you. This is the harsh reality of nature, except for those chewing noises. I added those. I'm sorry. I gave Bob something to chill under, and then it was time to build him a home. But what is home for a devil scorpion? Apparently the Sonoran Desert. This is going to be harder than I thought. Where the hell am I going to get a deer? But I can get cacti. Yeah, I drove to the store. I hope you guys know that I'm risking my street cred here for you, because now I'm known as that weirdo that films plants in a store. Anyway, I found these cool looking plants, and as a biologist I can tell you these are fake. Yeah, I totally knew that. I was just testing you. Anyway, I also got this because I wanted to try my hand at stop motion. Yeah, never mind. Leave a like if you thought this was cool or something. Let's build a desert. Before you ask anything, an important piece of information. Plants need dirt. So to answer the question, why do you add dirt to a desert setup? The answer is, because I like dirt. Okay, step 1, done. Step 2, a big stick. I hope it fits. Yes, that's what she said. And yes, I know it still looks pretty bad right now, but soon it's going to look like this. Trust me. Or don't. Never trust a random dude on the internet. Trust me. Well, this is going to suck. You can probably tell by the look on my hands, but I was in a lot of pain right here. Yeah, that's the spot. That really makes it look like a desert. Beautiful. Time to add the sand. This here is my tiny shovel. Yeah, I like to show off tiny things. And that brings us to my OnlyFans. Link in description. Just kidding. I know this is the boring part of the video, so I'll speed things up a bit. Let's just go see if Bob has finished his cricket. Do you know why scorpions always start eating at the head of the prey? Because the butt tastes like ass. I hope he has eaten enough to not attack my hand later. This terrarium just doesn't have enough nature yet, and nothing screams nature like a rock. And another rock and yeah, you get the point. These rocks are not only aesthetic, but also functional. It are places the scorpion can dig and hide under. This is very important, and that is also why I'm adding these pieces of bark. Bob needs to feel at home here. The terrarium is finished, so it's almost time to add Bob, and after that I'm going to put him on my hand, my real hand, not this one. Quickly giving him some water gel first. So this gel is a way to hydrate animals without having to add liquid water. This is mostly used for invertebrates like Bob. Adding some more things for him to hide under. And with things I mean leaves. And with leaves I mean leaves. Let's see if he's awake. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I bet it's pretty annoying. If he stings me later, this is why. Okay, there he goes. Welcome to your new home. I think he likes it. You can tell by the look on his claws. The next few hours, Bob was just exploring his terrarium, looking for a place to hide. I know it's about time for will it sting, but I wanted to stall a little bit longer. It is very important this video is longer than 8 minutes, because that way I can make more money. Hey, at least I'm honest. So meet Bob's neighbor. Let's feed him. And let's see how long it takes him to find the food. never mind. Technically, I could be putting Bob and him together, since they both live in the desert, but that wouldn't end well. Who do you think would win in a fight? Those who answered Bob are wrong. This beetle is armored, has jaws of steel, and can squirt acid, so it would probably win from Bob. That is why I'm never putting them together. I don't want either one to get hurt. I'm feeding Bob one last time before I put him in my hand. That way he's full and he doesn't feel the need to attack my hand, hopefully. This cricket disappeared in this nest that Bob dug himself. Let's just say I never saw that cricket again. A day later, I took Bob out of the terrarium. It is finally time. That was close. He gave me a little pinch. Let's try again. My knees were weak and my palms were sweaty, and all I could think of in this moment was, please don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks. He seems pretty chill. But then he started walking towards my sleeve, and I panicked. I forgot about filming and put him back in this plastic cup, and all ended well. The next animal is one of the rarest pet bugs you can buy, and that makes them very expensive. And now you're probably wondering, what kind of roly-poly costs $100? Well, Bob does. Bob costs $100. But of course, I'm going to show the cheaper ones first, for watch time. To build suspense. Please watch till the end. Anyway, let's unlock the first species. The first one is a common pill bug, nickname Doodlebug. Special ability. Yeah, my special ability is clearly not spelling. So you can get these for free, if you know where to look. So I walked and walked and walked. I totally didn't fall there. You fell. So just lift some logs and you will find some isopods. So all roly-polies are isopods, but not all isopods are roly-polies. How do you know the difference? Well, if you try to roly these, they won't poly, but they will die. So I found a real roly-poly, but I forgot to film it. Yes, I forgot to film the one thing I came here for. I know, I'm dumb. Always leave things how you found them. I brought a roly-poly home. Fun fact, these aren't insects. These are crustaceans that breathe to gills. Right there. Okay, I'll help him. Come on, get up. And I know these look pretty boring, but wait till you see the last species. I'm 100% sure you will have never seen these before. But first I need to feed this one and give it a new home. So I gave it a piece of shitty fake cucumber, but he wasn't interested. So let's just put him in his new home. There he goes. Am I the only one that is fascinated when they do this? Yeah, probably. Nice hiding spot. We totally don't see you there. So this was the most boring species. From now on, they're going to get cooler and cooler. The nickname of the species is Orange. Might be confusing, but that's because they are orange. So these cost $50 per isopod. And they are one of those, if you roly them, they die species. For the kids that are watching, these are cuddling. For the adults, no, they're not. Like the first species, I'm going to feed them before I put them in their new home. Again, this is fake cucumber. And since these are crustaceans, which is basically fish, I'm feeding them some fish food. These all look a bit too stressed to eat, and I really don't know why. So I better put these little guys in their home. I swear, every animal I put on my hands feels the need to clean itself. I'm going to start taking this personal. Anyway, this is their home. I know, it looks crappy, but this is all they need. Dirt, food, one moist side, one dry side so they can choose, and some places to hide. Okay, there they go. I'm going to let them eat in peace now and unlock the next species. These are dairy cow isopods. That's because you can milk them. Just kidding, it's because they got the same colors as dairy cows. Here they are, but wait, there's more. Even more. Nope, more. I said more. I gave these a nickname myself. Destroyers. Special ability to destroy. I gave them fresh carrot and fake cucumber yesterday. Already gone. I'm fully convinced if these get out, they will keep multiplying until they destroy the whole world. And then the galaxy. So I'm basically saving the world by keeping them in here. You're welcome. Remember when the two first species were too stressed or shy to eat? Trust me, these will eat. This is literally 2 seconds after I put the food in. And yes, I feed these almost daily. Unrelated, but if someone wants some cool isopods, please come get some. I'll let them eat in peace now. Before we can unlock the next species, we have some unboxing to do. Because 5 days ago, this was me. I spent hundreds of euros on isopods. For the Americans, that's hundreds of euros worth of dollars. What giant species of isopod is in there? Oh right, I also ordered a terrarium. Because of course, spending hundreds of euros on isopods alone wasn't enough yet. Very important. The first thing you need to do when you get a new terrarium is I want a refund. Epic transition incoming. I probably should have used the same hand. Anyway, this is the terrarium I'm going to use to build a home for this species. So I better get started before they arrive. This is a big bag of moss. It's moss. Where did I get it, you ask? Remember where I totally didn't fall? Well, at that spot I also collected some materials to build a home for the lost species. I'm taking small amounts from different spots so I don't disturb anything too much. Except for this millipede. I'm sorry, man. Of course I put him back where I got him. Before I went home I also found this giant snail. Is this relevant for the video? No. But is it cool? No. So I got a big bag of moss and I got some plants. As a biologist I can tell you, plants need dirt. And I make that myself. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is cocoa fiber, by the way. For those who don't know, those are fibers from cocoa nuts. When you add water, it will be absorbed by all the substrate. And eventually you end up with clean dirt. The problem, roly-polies like dirty dirt. That is why I am adding some dirty dirt to my clean dirt to make the clean dirt dirtier. Say that 3 times in a row. Anyway, here's a close-up of my hand. Then just add some hard wood. Yeah, I know, that's what she said. That's not funny, guys. Now we can finally build a terrarium and then unlock the next 3 species. Okay, I'm going to quickly build this and I promise you it's going to look beautiful. Here's a close-up of, again, my hand. How do I do this without my hand being in the way? Please tell me. I have been doing this for 2 years now and I can't figure it out. These are too much plants for the terrarium, so I'm going to have to choose the beautiful red plant or this ugly ass fern. I think the choice here is obvious. I have a good reason, guys, trust me. I'll explain later. Here is a nice view of, again, my hand. I'm sick of this. If you wonder why I always pet the moss, that's because... No, seriously, I don't know why I do this. There I go again. The terrarium is almost done. Some last finishing touches. That means it's time for a cinematic montage. And everybody cheered. Yeah, that sucked. I'm just gonna... Ta-da! Didn't expect it, but this actually turned out really, really average. Now we have to wait for these guys to arrive. In the meanwhile, I can unlock a next species. These are zebra isopods. Special ability mimic zebras, which is weird. These live in France, and as far as I know, there are no zebras in France. So how do they know what zebras look like? Maybe they live in the zoo or something. These are real roly-polies again. You know, because if you try to roly these, they poly, they don't die. Come on, and roll for the people that are watching. I'm sorry guys, you didn't feel like it. So like the other ones, I'm going to feed them and then put them in their new home. Yes, I'm also feeding them fake cucumber. Next time, I'm using carrots, those are easier to pronounce. They aren't interested either. These zebras aren't as crazy as the destroyers, so I'm going to put them in the same terrarium as the free species. This terrarium is big enough to support multiple species. It gets a nice spot in the corner of the terrarium on a pillow of moss. And of course, the second one also gets in. But I leave them be. You and me got something to do. Unlock the next species. We finally hit double digits. $10 for one isopod. These are rubber ducky isopods. And yes, they really look like rubber duckies. About 8 months ago, I bought 10 of these. These roly-polies live near limestone caves in Thailand. So I decided to build them a terrarium with a cave. And it looked magnificent. Yeah, there are a lot of words to describe this thing, but magnificent is definitely not one of them. Eventually, it got a little better, and I tried to make the terrarium as natural as possible. Time for a speed build montage. This is not sped up by the way, I'm just that fast. Even my girlfriend says so. Wait, what? A terrarium without moss is like a vacuum that is on. It sucks. It is almost finished. Just adding some leaf litter. This is not only decoration, but also food for the roly-polies. I'm not going to lie, I was actually kinda proud of this one. And then it was time to add the duckies, or ducklings, these are just babies. Tell me these aren't rubber duckies with legs. They don't look real. Anyway, there they go, into the giant terrarium. Because the terrarium is so big and they are so small, I don't see these often. And that brings us to the day. I could just go look for some duckies to show you them, but I haven't seen them in a while and I don't want to destroy the terrarium, so I decided to buy some more. No, I'm not that rich, I'm just that lazy. Let's give that transition another try. Nice. These are the rubber duckies. And these are the friends for the rubber duckies, but you'll have to join my Patreon to see them. I only got 3 of them because I already paid too much for the last species. These are very small, here's one compared to my finger. Hey, this one isn't a roly-poly, it's an unroly-poly. Badoomts. I'm sorry. Like always, I feed them first and then put them in the terrarium, and these ones actually ate a bit. Chances are, I won't be able to find them again once they're in the terrarium. But that is a good thing. That means this terrarium is so big, they probably don't even realize they're in captivity. That is the goal. We are almost ready to unlock the next species, the $100 roly-polies. First, I quickly added the friends for the duckies. Join my Patreon to see them. I won't be making a video for them on YouTube. And now it's finally time to unlock the species I've been annoyingly teasing all video. Trust me, it was worth the wait. Or don't trust the random dude on the internet. These are durian spiky isopods. And no, I didn't glue spikes to the rubber duckies. If you're from the US, these cost $400 for 5. And if my math is correct, that's about 100 for 1. My math isn't correct. Count the shipping and you're there. Lucky for me, I'm from Europe and I found a website that sells them for a lot cheaper. Still a lot of money though. It is time for one last transit. Damn. Let's bring them back. That transition. Anyway, here they are. The Ant Invasion website gave me some extra food. Do you also wonder what the destroyers will do with this? My guess? Destroy. Yes, that looks about right. Give them 5 seconds. Now let's take a look at the durian spikies. Underwhelming, right? Wait till I zoom in. Tell me these aren't the coolest things you have ever seen. They don't look real. They look like aliens. Well, I don't know what aliens look like, but I imagine it's like this. These roly-polies live in the tropical jungles of Vietnam. So I have to mimic those conditions, so Bob here can get it on and make some spiky babies. He's already trying his best pickup line here, but it didn't work. Here is one on my finger for scale. It's smaller than expected. Yes, that's what she said. This time it's really not funny, guys. I moved them to this container so I could count them. And if my math is correct, we've got 10 of them. But yeah, I'm a biologist, not a mathologist. So what do I know? Like with the rubber duckies, this terrarium is pretty big for their size. So again, we probably won't see them a lot. But hopefully that helps them feel at home. Now, why I chose that ugly fern over that beautiful red plant? These isopods live in the jungle, where they like to climb up in the foliage. That fern is bigger and higher, and this will allow them to climb up more, like Bob is doing here on the log. But that is not all for these spikies. Later in this video, I managed to breed them and get a whole bunch of babies. But first, I'm raising an army of walking trees. Kinda. I have been raising an army of walking sticks for the past 300 days. Why, you ask? Ever since I saw this scene from Lord of the Rings, I wanted an army of walking trees myself, and I came close, very close to getting one. I started by looking online, and what the heck is a labubu? Anyway, I looked for a website that sells walking trees, but I couldn't find any, so I had to settle for these walking sticks instead. I decided to order 3. Get it? 3. Never mind. I had to wait 2 days for them to arrive. So this is day 1 of raising an army of walking sticks. Let's see what we got. I'm going to take a wild guess here, but I'm guessing it's 3 stick insects, because that's what I ordered. Of course, they are pretending to be sticks now, so I have to be careful I don't crush them. Wait, I'll pause. Challenge: find all 3. If we want to go from these 3 baby sticks, twigs if you will, we need a game plan. So we need to raise these babies to adulthood, get them to lay eggs, and then hatch the eggs to an army. But that is going to take a while. You see this one? It's already pretty big. That's what she said. Although it's already pretty big, it can still easily quadruple or 5-truple in size. These are called Indian stick insects, by the way. That's a weird name because they live in India and look like sticks. If you have your eyes closed, because come on, sticks don't eat like this one. So first, I'm going to give them an awesome new home. It's a jar. It doesn't fit. I need to cut off a piece. I really hope that is not what she said. So these stick insects are pretty easy to keep. They eat ivy, and for the babies you need to make some cuts. The edges of the leaves are too hard for the babies to start eating, so the cuts make it easier for them. Okay, this is ready for the sticks. I mean twigs. It is not easy to get them to crawl on my finger. Come on. Yes, finally. Damn it. Let's try again. Nice, first try. Careful. Oops. Looks like he was thirsty. Or she, I should say, because we have 3 females here. How will we get babies and raise an army without males, you ask? I'll explain that later. The jar is just a temporary home, by the way. Once these twigs grow to sticks, I'll give them a bigger one. The next step of the game plan is getting them to adulthood. Should be easy enough, just keeping them alive. Unless you are an idiot. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem here. We'll know they reached adulthood when they get these red markings on their legs. That is when they start laying eggs, but that will take about 200 days, so we better skip some time. Day 10 is special because that is when I saw Bob. He must have gotten in when I was cutting the ivy for these stick insects. And you know what that means. Side quest. Raising the Bob all the way to this animal that definitely no one recognizes from the silhouette. Yeah, Bob is a caterpillar and he's going to be a butterfly. Spoiler alert. I need to be careful here I don't hurt the sticks. Or worse, Bob. I bet you've never seen a stick eat before. Scratch that off your bucket list. Here is the smallest one. He's just chill. What the hell is he doing? I bet you've never seen a constipated stick before. Scratch that off your bucket list. I need to clean their jar, but it's not easy to get them out. Look at it. Disgusting. I mean my hand, so it's understandable she doesn't want to be on it. So I just put them in a separate container while I clean their jar. I tried to grab the constipated one in another way, but it didn't work. So I'll just grab the whole leaf. This way, nothing can go wrong. How? Okay, now we just need to find the last one. I see something moving. What is that? These stick insects often move like that to pretend to be sticks in the wind. At least this third time, nothing went wrong. Why does this keep happening? If they keep doing this, they won't reach adulthood because I will snap these twigs myself. Just kidding, of course. And don't worry, I didn't forget about Bob. Leave a like on this video if you think Bob is cool. Do it now. I'm putting Bob to the side here because he's going into the plastic container once the sticks are in the jar. In the next 100 days, he's going to go through 2 transformations. But first, I've got some shit to clean. No, literally, this is shit. This is poop from the stick insects. But luckily for me, it's only small poop. Ew, it's on my hand. And don't worry, I'm not going to show every cleaning this detailed. The next 200 days are going to go faster and more focused on the growth of the sticks and Bob. This one was thirsty. And this one was hungry. Thirsty. Hungry. Thirsty. Hungry. Yeah, you get the point. Is it just me or is it fascinating to see a stick eat? In the meanwhile, Bob has taken advantage of my terrible attention span. I totally forgot about him and he crawled off his leaf. I put him in his container, gave him some fresh leaves, a little bit of water, and some privacy. So let's hope that is all he needs to transform into a beautiful butterfly. As for the sticks, I'm going to leave them to party. On day 15, I'm going to take a look at Bob. Am I the only one that is more invested in Bob than in the sticks? He made himself a little nest. Ah, there he is. I know it's not the best idea to disturb him, but I wanted to see if he was fine. I'm giving him some fresh leaves and some water. I will check on him again in a few days. By day 30, the sticks have grown a bit, but they are definitely not adult yet. This one here is fine, but we have a big problem with the smallest one. I thought she was fine, but then I saw this. I think she had a bad mold because her front leg looks like it's on backward. I don't know if this will fall out and grow back, but we'll see. I cleaned her jar again. Damn, do you notice something wrong here? I'm pretty sure I had 3 sticks in here 5 minutes ago. I kinda forgot to put the lid on. We got a problem here. This is not staged, by the way. I really was that dumb and forgot to put the lid on it. After searching for 30 minutes, I finally found her. Right there. I put her back where she belongs with the others in the jar. I'm happy I found her because she wouldn't be able to survive out there without food. On day 40, it's time to check in on Bob again. He definitely has been eating because that is Bob poop. I don't know why I'm showing you a close-up of shit, but here you go. You're welcome. Whoa, he's huge. Don't. Just don't. That's what she said. He definitely is getting closer to his first transformation. His head turned from black to red. And as a biologist, I can tell you that means that I have no clue what that means, but it happened. Like always, he's getting some fresh leaves and some water. And then we're skipping to day 50. Let's see what the sticks are up to and if that leg already fell off. Is this the one with the bad leg? Nope, still has 6. Not again. They're not adults yet, by the way. This one still needs to triple in size, give or take. The leg is gone. This is probably better for her, it's not in the way anymore. Now I'm curious if it will grow back. I think I'll call her 6 legs, because she used to have 6. So I took out the last one, cleaned out the shit, gave them some fresh leaves and some water. This happens to the best of us. Now I'm curious if the leg of 6 legs will grow back. Then I will have to change her name to 5 legs because she used to have 5. It's day 65 and it's time to check on Bob again. It finally happened. Bob has evolved. Let's take a look. He was hiding pretty well. There he is, a cocoon. They grow up so fast. I put him back in his leaf and then I'm transferring him into a new container. He needs a bigger one because if he transforms again, he needs to be able to fly. Until day 80, nothing much changed besides the sticks growing a bit. Who would have thought that animals that act like sticks all day are boring as hell? Yeah, everyone probably. But hey, we're here now. You committed, so you gotta stick till the end with me here. I understand if you leave because of that joke. But still, please watch till the end. You only need to watch 15 minutes. I had to watch them for 300 days. You can do it. So the leg of 6 legs is still gone, but spoiler alert, it will grow back. On day 90, it finally happened. Bob has evolved again. Let's see what beautiful butterfly he transformed it. What the hell is that ugly thing? I'm sorry, Bob, I didn't mean it. So Bob is a moth. Of course, I'm going to release Bob back into the wild. For now, it's too cold outside, but next week the weather is going to be better, so I'm waiting until then to release him. 2 days later, I gave him some sugar water and he was actually drinking it. That's good. You need some strength for the big release. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at the sticks again on day 95. Old 6 legs, 6th leg is actually growing back a bit. She has a little stump now. You can probably hear from the tone of my voice, I'm very excited about this. It will probably grow further, but first, it's time to release Bob. He's ready for it. This is his happy face. I think. I'm pretty sure this is his face. I'm giving him a little flower as a parting gift. I waited for about half an hour, but he wasn't flying away. So I left for a while, and when I came back, he was gone. Now we can focus again on growing a leg and an army. The little stump is not so little anymore. And the twigs are slowly turning into sticks, so by day 140, they needed a bigger enclosure. This is not going to be easy, and it's going to take a while to get this done. There, done. They keep doing this. They really are almost ready to lay eggs now. It can be any day that their legs turn red. You're wondering where 6 legs is, aren't you? Well, this is not her. Here she is. Yes, the leg fell off again. And I'm pretty sure it won't grow back this time. But as you can see, she doesn't really seem to be bothered by it. Also, this might look like a crappy enclosure, but that is because this is a crappy enclosure. However, it's ideal for them. They spend all their time on the ivy, and if I put in dirt, I won't be able to find all the eggs, and the army will turn into an infestation. On day 160, they finally turned into adults. Their legs have turned red. It is finally egg time. Let's see if the others also got red legs. I mean leg. 6 legs isn't ready yet, but it won't take long. Same with this one, not ready yet. However, it's possible that the first one already laid some eggs. Look at this beautiful egg. Never mind, this is shit. This little ball with a nipple, however, is an egg. So the last thing we need to do is hatch these eggs into an army. I'm going to harvest them, incubate them in this container with moist paper towels, and then wait. We've got 3 so far. That's not even enough for breakfast. So when these hatch, this nipple is going to pop off and a baby stick is going to crawl out. But that is still going to take about 100 days. So I'm giving them some new leaves so they have food to lay more eggs. Because we need more for the army. This is a boring part, so I'm going to shout out my Patreon page. My Patreon page. So yeah, there's a link somewhere. 10 days later, all 3 of them have reached adulthood. That means there are probably going to be more eggs now. 6 legs is a bit insecure. Let's see what we got. Those are a lot of eggs. I'm only going to take 10 in total. If I would let all of them hatch, I would have hundreds of sticks in a few months. I wouldn't be able to take care of all of them, and that would be irresponsible. So I'm throwing these away. We're skipping a lot of time now until some of the eggs have hatched. We're still not at a full army, but we're getting there. The nibbles of the eggs have popped off and these 3 sticks have walked out. Here you can see the difference. Cute, aren't they? The start of my army. I don't know what's wrong with this one. I'm hoping he's just recovering from his time in the egg. Now how is it possible that 3 females lay eggs that hatch without males? Well, these sticks can do something called parthenogenesis. That means unfertilized eggs will hatch. They don't need males. Am I glad I'm a human and not completely useless? They are so cute as a baby, but as an adult, they're also still pretty cute. What the hell is that? Anyway, here is a size comparison between a baby and a fully grown adult female. In the meanwhile, that weird baby has recovered. So now we have 3 that are doing fine. Everything is going great. Not everything is going great. 10 days later, 2 of the 3 babies have died, and 1 extra has hatched dead. But there is some good news. 1 has hatched alive, but this one isn't looking too great either. So now we have 5 hatched and 2 alive. This might look bad, but this is pretty common for stick insects. That is why they lay so many eggs, so at least some survive. On day 300, 1 extra had died and 1 extra had hatched. So now we have 2 babies and 3 adults, and 1 human that is tired of the shit. So I'm going to call this an army. I'll keep you posted on Patreon when these last 4 hatch. After 100 days, the spiky isopods finally had some spikelings. I'm showing you after I feed the destroyers. These are fish. And this is my hand. And I'm going to feed both of them to 1000 hungry isopods. But that is not all. 4 months ago, I bought these rare roly-polies that cost $100 for one, and people called me dumb and an idiot for paying that much for one single bug. Now, 4 months later, I have babies from these rare bugs. So who is the idiot now? Me, it's still me. Now I'm just an idiot with more bugs that nobody else wants to buy. This one here is chatting up the ladies and making sure I get offspring. And then you have Bob. Bob is in the friend zone, straight up humping a leaf. Bob is special. He needs 100,000 likes to leave the friend zone. I'll show you the babies and tell you why Bob is humping that leaf later. First, I need to feed these 1000 hungry dairy cow isopods. And yes, there really are 1000. That's 2. And 3. Wait, did I already count that one? There are a lot of them, okay? Here are some more. And usually there are some buried underneath the dirt here. But not this time. So I'm going to feed these my hand and a fish. But we're going to start with simple foods. This is very important because if I don't do it this way, my video is too short and I don't make any money. And remember, I'm an idiot that pays way too much for bugs. So we're going to start with cucumber. And we all know that cats like them, so let's see if isopods are the same. Always be careful when you're handling knives. Don't mind me, I just saw that samurai show on Netflix. I thought I looked cool doing it this way, but when I rewatched the footage, I just know I look cool. Okay, let's put in the cucumber. That's probably what she said at some point. I put on a time-lapse to see how fast the cucumber would be gone. I'm sorry, I had to pause, I saw something cool. These were humping, but of what the hell kind of weird kink are these things into? I have never seen an isopod poop before. Let's rewind that real quick. One more time. I'm sorry you had to see that. And then it hit me. This is all poop. This is all poop. Yeah, I'm overreacting here. It's not that bad. Okay, back to the feeding. They are really going at it. I have to wait a while until they finish this piece of cucumber before I can feed them the next food. And of course, I can't let the rest of the cucumber go to waste. So I'm going to make a lot of hungry animals in this terrarium happy. There is also an ant colony that lives in this log here. And these are not normal pet ants that like everybody got. They are free-range ants. They spend a lot of their time outside of the terrarium, sniffing each other's butt apparently, and scavenging for food. And once they're done doing that, they just walk back into the terrarium on their own. And they go all the way back to the nest in the log. I've got a whole video covering this ant colony, so I'll link it in the end screen. Ants don't really like cucumber, but there are a lot of other animals in this terrarium that will eat from it. So I got my sword, I mean knife, and cut off another piece. So let's see what we attract. I'm pretty sure it will be something cool. Yeah, no, nothing showed up. I had to wait until the next day for this millipede to show up. I mean, it's pretty cool, but it is nothing compared to the spiky roly-poly babies I'm going to show you later. The cucumber is gone, so time to feed them the next food. Shrimp. Oh, this one looks pretty cute. Maybe I should give them something else. Never mind. I'm just giving them a bunch. And watch closely because they really like this. This is going to go fast. Some, like these, don't mind sharing with each other. This one, however, is shellfish. Oh, come on, that was funny. They are finishing these shrimp fast, so we can go to the next food. Oh, whatever could that next silhouette be? Fish, it's a fish. As a biologist, I can tell you this is one of those fish that swims. Or swam in this case. This is pretty cool. They're going to clean the fish to the bone. If you ever want to get rid of a body, you know what to do. No, I didn't say that. I hope they don't do that to my hand. All that is left is the bones, but after a while they even eat those. They even eat the eyes. But for now, they're full. I waited for 2 days and then it was time to give them the next food. As a biologist, I can tell you this is my hand. Nothing happened after 5 minutes, so maybe I should give them a hand. Oh, come on, that was funny. Apparently, they're not interested in eating my hand. I guess they only eat that stuff. And as you can hear, I'm only dead inside, not on the outside. Yeah, let's just go see why Bob is humping that leaf. So 4 months ago, I bought 10 roly-polies that cost $100 each. These are pretty rare and hard to breed. And the best way to get them to make babies is to recreate their natural habitat as closely as possible. Tropical jungle. And nothing screams jungle and tropical like a glass box. I don't know if you've ever been in a jungle, but it got dirt and plants and stuff. And this is a tall terrarium because these roly-polies like to climb in trees and I'm mimicking that. Like I've said before, a terrarium without moss is like a vacuum that is on. It sucks. A bit of water. And tada, there we have it, a crappy terrarium. After I built the terrarium, I added the 10 durian spiky isopods, and they felt right at home in this natural setup. The only problem with setups like this is the isopods have a lot of places to hide. That means it can be hard to spot them and keep an eye on them. Despite that, in the next couple of weeks I still saw some adults from time to time, and it stayed that way until day 70 when I spotted something special. I spotted this. I don't know why I'm being all mysterious here. You all know I spotted the baby. Here it is with the mom. I'm a spiky daddy now. Yeah, I heard it too. I'm never saying that again. This was the first one I saw, but of course I was curious how much more there were. On day 90 I saw this one, and he's really small, so I think he's only a few days old. Pinky for scale. At day 100 I realized there were much more than I expected. In this one frame here, there are 6 of them. That's $600 worth of isopods right there. And the 7th is joining the party. You would think this could make me rich, but I'm the only one that is dumb enough to pay that much money for these things. And that brings us to today, which is exactly day 120, give or take 2 days. Despite the fact that I'm not planning on selling these, I still want to know how many I actually have. With a quick count, I already saw around 10, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot more of them. So I'm going to give them some food and put on a time lapse. And after that, I'm going to tell you why Bob is humping that leaf. These are different kinds of food, so I'm sure it will draw them out. The camera lost focus during the time lapse, but you can see a lot of them. It is hard to tell how many there are, but if I have to make a guess, I think I have around 20 babies and 10 adults. So if there would be other idiots, that would be $3,000. As for why Bob is humping that leaf, these isopods have gills at the bottom that they use to breathe. When these are too dry, they have to hump wet things to be able to breathe. I guess that gives a whole new meaning to dry humping. Now please watch this video next, it will help me a lot. Thank you to all members, patrons and everyone that watched. And welcome to the new patrons, I think you'll like this video next. Bye.